Hi guys, back on 9.5. First thing I'm going to do is power wash it. And then I'm going to get the spark back. That's the first of my steps to get an old motor. Any motor that's been sitting for years and years in storage, first thing you do is pop the flywheel off. Don't even check for spark. Just polish the points, make sure the coils are good, and put it back together. I end up finding a really nice 9.5 cover in my basement. I think it's a 73, a year later, so it's very close to the original. And I don't have to fix the holes in this one. At least not for now. That would have been a nice video in itself. But I'm going to power wash it and get back to you. Commence power washing. Hope the lens didn't get wet. No. Well, that's that. Now I'm going to take it in the garage and pop the flywheel off and get the spark back. And if that comes back right away, I could probably kick it over. Off with the flywheel. So in my other videos I show you how to take the flywheels off. I use the auto harmonic balancer puller, 3/4 20 bolts with some heavy washers on the top. Make sure they're all evenly spaced, and about a 1/2 inch into the flywheel with the threads, 1/2 inch or more. But don't go much further than that because you can cause damage. And then 5/8 on here should pop right off. Sometimes you need heat. We'll see. There it goes. And this time I didn't drop the socket in the water. But that's how you pop the flywheel off. The coils and points look pretty good. So I'll pull the points out and then I'll show you what they look like. Points easy. First thing I do is take the screw off. Just push the wires gently out of the way. Take this clip off here. Be very careful. Once you pop them off the pin, they go flying. You can hold a magnet with one hand and just pop it off with a tapered pin like this. And what else? Oh, this clip here I pop off too. You take this clip off here, and once the screw, you take the one screw that holds the points down, which is right over here, the whole assembly will come right off and it won't catch on the coil. So it's 4 things, basically. First, you do the 3 wires to take the screw out. Then you can take this clip off easy. This will be out of the way. And then I call it the JC clip, because when it goes flying, that's the name you yell out. And then the screw. And be careful when you take the screw out. It has a wave washer on it. Most people take the screw out, the washer falls down, and they put it back together. What it's basically for is to lock it nice and tight. So once I get the points out, I'll polish them. So after the screw is out, you can see it's very easy to get to this screw that holds the points down. Sometimes they're really boogered down tight, so use a screwdriver that fits properly. Not like this one. Too small. Now this is the recommended screwdriver you should really use. Nice beefy one, at least, 13 inches long, 14 inches long. Fits the slot nice and tight, because these things get torqued down from being in there so long. When the motor heats up, when it used to run and cools down, you'll hear it snap when I break it loose. Sometimes you even got to put a wrench on here. Nope, it's not going. So you take a wrench. Lucky this screwdriver has a nut attachment on it. If not, you can use a vice grip. And if this don't work, I use the impact screwdriver, but this should work. Actually, this screwdriver doesn't fit right. I'm going to get a better one. That screwdriver was no good. Try this one. Couple taps is always a good thing to do. Nope. Okay, impact screwdriver next. So I actually had to use my impact driver. I don't know if you guys have one of these, but Harbor Freight sells them cheap. Common slot. Twist it the direction you want to go and just hit it. Just got to make sure that the bit fits the screw really well. I tried 3 screwdrivers. I couldn't find my one good blue handle. Brand new screwdriver. Must be in the house. But anyway, I got it loose. Now I'll take the other side out and I'll show you the polishing part again. So I was messing around with the carburetor trying to get the choke to work. And the shaft was bent from when I guess it was thrown off the back of a truck years ago. This was partially cracked. And the ear was broke off, and it was bent. So I just decided to change the top of the carburetor. I have another one. Right here I'm swapping over. So, and also the points. Gonna polish the points. I showed this on some other videos. Right angle Daco 3M blue disc. I'll try not to wobble the stand for the camera. See how the points are oxidized? That happens only after a couple of years if the motor's not being used. This motor was in storage for over 20 years. And that's all you do. Just a couple a couple sweeps. Oh my good Lord. Couple swaps. This one too. Plenty of material on there. No pinning or nothing. Just lack of use. Same thing with the other side. Oh, if I stop hitting this frickin' mic stand, I'll be all right. Okay, here we go. Second side. Nothing like a cheap stand for your cell phone. And here's the last one. That's all I do. Comes out nice and polished like new. So that's how you clean the points. So I'm going to put them all back in, see if I got spark. Another problem cleaning the points. This is no good. Could be the copper bushing on the Mac plates warm, but usually they seem to be more, they hold out better than the, underneath the Mac plate there's a brass stamped ring with a bunch of holes in it and an aluminum disc that holds the Magneto plate down. It might be upside down, so we'll see when I take it off. So I popped the Magneto plate up. Here's the brass stamped ring I was telling you about with all the holes. And underneath here is this aluminum disc. It's upside down, so somebody had this apart, didn't know how to put it back together.